showtime.
Here's what people have to say about the 2025 event cruise.
Over the top.
Fantastic. Fun.
One of a kind.
Exciting.
A must try.
Fantastic.
Awesome.
Breakthrough.
Don't miss out on all the fun on the 2026 event cruise. You're not going to want to miss it. Join us. Well, hello everyone. Welcome to the show. We are coming to you live once again from Tall Man Mobile. I don't know if that requires applause or
Why not?
or the the crickets or the we are mobile. We are out of Central Florida. We are coming to you live right now from somewhere in Tennessee. For those who are on our Facebook group trying to guess where we went, we are in Tennessee. We are recording tonight for our podcast, and so we're going to start off just a little bit different before we get into the news. We'll do a little countdown and then actually start the show for the podcast. But we wanted to say hello to everybody first. We welcome every single one of you being here. We appreciate you being here. Jan, Heidi ho to you. Bev, good to see you as always. Mama Tall Man in the house. Good to see you here. Hope you had a great weekend as well. That's right, Bev. Group cruise.
Yes.
Hello, Elaine. Welcome to you. Tuesday. It's Monday. And Danny Mac in the house, too. And it is a breakthrough. He's talking about the 2025 event cruise. He was one of the ones that we interviewed, and fantastic time. Hopefully you will all join us for our 2026 event cruise right there, November 8th. We'll talk more about that after we get to the news. All right. So with that said, I know that's what a lot of you are here for. So we're just going to do a countdown so we can start the recording for the podcast. 3, 2, 1. Well, hey, everyone. Welcome to the Cruise Show live here featuring Tall Man's Cruise Adventure. If you're new around here, I am your host, Robert, a.k.a. The Tall Man. This is my lovely wife, Lisa, a.k.a. Mrs. Tall Man. Not that anyone ever calls her that. We are coming to you live from Tall Man Mobile somewhere here from Tennessee, and we want to welcome you to the show. We are going to be doing all things cruising tonight, but mostly talking about the cruise news, and we do this live so you can have some input. If you are watching the rebroadcast, please leave comments. We always do answer all of them, but if you're with us live right now, please be part of the conversation. So right off the top of the news, let's talk about the situation going on in the Middle East real quick because it is affecting the cruise industry. The last time we went live, we were talking about what was going on Puerto Vallarta, which, by the way, has settled down.
Yes.
Cruise ships have returned.
Yes.
Now, in the Middle East, what's going on over there has affected the cruise industry as well. There are 6 ships that are essentially stuck in port. They cannot move. One of them is the MSC Euribia. They are stuck in Dubai. TUI Cruises has 2 ships, the Mein Schiff 4 and Mein Schiff 5. They are stuck. One is in Abu Dhabi, the Mein Schiff 4. Mein Schiff 5 is stuck in Doha. Now, the Mein Schiff 4, I don't know if I would call this a treat, but boy, were they scared.
Yes, I would have been too.
Iraq launched some drones at
Iran.
Iran. Did I say Iraq?
You said Iraq.
Iran launched some drones at the port. Missiles flew over the ship and landed close by.
Very close.
Very close by.
Yeah.
And so everybody is basically hunkering down.
Yeah.
Additionally, Celestial Cruises has 2 ships, the Celestial Journey, also stuck in Doha, and the Celestial Discovery stuck in Dubai. Royal Cruises, which is a small cruise line, they only have 1 ship. They are based out of the Middle East full time. They are currently docked and stuck in Dubai. So basically, those who are on the ship are on the ship and stuck. Airports are closed. They can't fly out. The ships can't move because to get out of the region, they have to go through the Strait of Hormuz, which is in the direct line of fire.
Yes.
And so they are all stuck in port. So if you have a Middle East cruise coming up anytime in the weeks ahead, I'm sure you're already watching the news, but please stay tuned. We will bring you any updates as they come available, and we want to make sure everybody stays safe. So,
Yes.
for tho-
Thoughts and prayers for everybody over there
Yes.
and our troops as well.
yes,
And the families, because you guys serve too.
yes, absolutely 100%. I know that well. I served in the Army myself. So that's sort of the top headlines for the news over in the Middle East.
Mhm.
Moving on, the Carnival Sunrise lost power yesterday as it was approaching its home port in Norfolk.
Oh, no.
It lost power for about an hour. They lost propulsion, toilets, and a few other things.
Oh, no.
Not trying to have a poop cruise too, but
No, let's not.
let's not. But it lost power. But because it lost power, a couple of things happened. Even though they solved it before they got there, the power actually went out at about, it was close to 2 a.m. It went out at 1:55. And by 2:45, 2:50, the issues were resolved.
Okay.
So they were able to resolve the issues fairly quick. But that did cause some delays because they basically came to a full stop.
Oh, no.
And so they arrived back to Norfolk late. Plus, because of the issue, they sent out a couple of tugboats to help them get in if they needed it. Because, since they lost power so close to port, they couldn't risk losing power again
Oh, yeah, exactly.
on their way in.
You don't want to drift into anything. Yeah.
So they sent the tugboats out. They didn't need them. They were able to get back on their own power again. They solved the problems. But it ended up delaying embarkation and debarkation.
Of course.
So the next cruise ended up leaving about 5 hours later than expected.
Oh, no.
Those who are going on the next cruise, they added $25 to everybody's onboard credit, onboard account,
Okay.
to offset any maybe lunch that they purchased before coming to the port because they were told don't show up.
Right.
Right. So
Right.
everybody was delayed by about 5 hours even showing up to the port. So
Okay.
I thought
Was that per person or per cabin? Do you know?
I don't remember if it was per person
I
or
hope so.
per cabin.
I hope it was per person.
I can try to look that up real fast for you, but I don't remember if it was per person or per cabin. I'm thinking it would have been per person, but you just never know.
You never know. I always ask the tough
I
questions.
know. You know what? It doesn't
It doesn't
say.
say.
It
Interesting.
doesn't say.
Interesting.
So let's go with per person.
Okay.
But it could have been per cabin. But either way, at least Carnival stepped up and said, "Hey, we're sorry. Here's a couple of dollars to
For lunch.
offset for lunch."
Yeah.
So there's that.
That's good. I'm glad
Yeah.
they did that.
NCL in the news this week a couple of times. This one, we're going to talk about their drink packages.
Okay.
It was announced late last year that they were going to stop allowing passengers to use their drink package, which they've purchased for the ship, on the private island. So
Okay.
a new drink package is going to be created for their private island.
Okay.
And so if you want to, drink without having to pay for each drink, you do the drink package, you'd have to purchase it separately or purchase a new package that has it included.
Interesting.
Well, there's been, of course, a lot of shakeup at NCL recently, and
Oh, yes.
and that package actually hasn't been developed yet,
Oh, okay.
right? So they have backed the date up at least a month.
Okay.
So this was supposed to take effect yesterday, March 1st. But instead, those who already have drink packages purchased will continue to be able to drink on their private island with the drink packages that they've purchased that work on the ship.
Okay, very good. A lot of the private islands, you can't do that.
No.
Once you're on their private island, you still have to buy your drinks, even though if you have a drink package on the ship.
Well, this is a temporary stay of execution.
Yes, yes.
Because once they get the new packages developed and posted
It's
and
going to
stuff,
be the same.
it's going to be the same. But ultimately, for now, at least for the next month, if you are going on an NCL cruise and going to their private island, the drink package, if you purchase it that works on the ship, it will still work on the island for another, month.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go.
I was hoping they just,
Keep it.
yeah. I mean, really,
I know.
it just
I know.
if they weren't at the private island. See, here's the thing: if they weren't at a private island, one of two things were going to happen. You're either going to be on a sea day,
Mm-hmm.
or you're going to be in another port.
Correct.
Now, if you're going to be in another port, there are going to be, of course, a certain number of passengers that get off the ship and go explore the port.
Yes.
Of course, there's going to be a certain amount of passengers that actually stay on the ship.
Yes.
So there's still people going to be using the drink package.
Yeah.
Now, if it's a sea day, of course, everybody's on the ship
Yes.
and they would be using that drink package if they have it
Yes.
purchased, right? And so, to me, when we get back into this and start talking about stuff, to me, again, it's just another money grab to separate those two things.
Yeah.
Because they've been drinking on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
So I just don't like the fact that they separated it out. It's their private island. I feel it should be included if you're going to purchase a drink package. I don't know. What do you guys think? If you guys are purchasing a drink package for the ship, should that extend to their private island since it is their private island, right? I don't know. I want to know your thoughts. Leave it in the comments below. If you're, again, watching the broadcast, again, leave it in the comments because we'd like to hear your opinion on this.
Absolutely.
I think it should be included.
Yeah, I do too.
That's just me.
Yeah.
So another carnival story, the Carnival Elation, in some ways assisted in a rescue of a ship, a little sailboat that
Oh.
was taking on water.
Oh, okay.
It was listed
Gotcha.
over, and that it was a solo person. This happened about 33 miles off Port Canaveral.
Oh, okay.
What I find interesting was they didn't themselves aid in the rescue. And I believe they heard the broadcast from this gentleman on the frequency that he was broadcasting on, that he was having troubles and taking on water and needed help and assistance. Actually was asking for a tow.
Oh.
Obviously, a ship can't, cruise ship can't.
Right, right.
And so maybe that's why they didn't go. But the Coast Guard was called. They sent out a ship and helicopter to the last known location. Of course, he's drifting,
Mm.
and they couldn't find him.
Oh, no.
No.
Mm.
But along came a cargo vessel, which does have towing capabilities, and they were able to rescue this gentleman and tow his ship back to
Nice.
port. So
Okay.
he'll be able to repair a ship. In the end, all is well in the world, and he's safe. And
Oh, that's
they're
awesome.
able to tow the sailboat. I just found it interesting that the Elation didn't sort of hang around.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they didn't see him, they only heard him. Because usually, at sea, if a ship sees another ship in distress, they're going to aid that ship
Yes,
like
absolutely.
immediately.
Yeah.
It's. I'm not sure if it's the law,
I think
but
it is.
it's seamanship.
Yeah, I think it's a maritime law.
It might be that they have to
Yeah.
if they're the closest,
I
right?
believe so.
And I believe that also came out of the Titanic.
I think it did.
Right. Anyway,
Yeah.
so I just found it interesting that they actually didn't actually go to this guy's aid.
Yeah.
Right? Even if they couldn't tow the ship, they could be there to help pinpoint where this gentleman was for the Coast Guard.
Hmm.
So again, the stories are always there's always
something.
facts and information missing. You never get the full story.
Well, the good news is the cargo ship found them, towed
That's
him,
right.
and got him taken care of.
He ended up being about 35 miles
Oh, wow.
off the coast when they found him. So
Wow.
miles away. I mean, the sailboat's tiny. It's white, but even from a helicopter, wherever, it's hard to see.
It is very hard to see.
It's hard to see.
Yeah, you've got the waves that are crashing, and the white caps, and yeah, it is hard to see.
Yes. Just a couple of comments about the drink package before we go on with the news.
Okay.
Macrina says, yeah, it should be extended because there is still a drink max involved. I agree.
Yeah.
So does Bev. I agree the drink package should extend to private islands. Yep.
Yeah. See, we're not alone.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I agree. All right, so
Listen, cruise lines.
right, right. It's and again, not just NCL, but all of those who have um done this with their private island, cancel the drink package, and you're gonna have to buy another one and all that stuff. They received a lot of flack for it,
Yeah.
and
As it should, I think.
at least at the moment, NCL has backed up a little bit. And maybe this is a lot of what's going to happen here in the next bit of time because there's some new management in place. There's a lot of stuff going on with NCL right now. In fact, we're going to talk about them a little bit more in another story. But there's been a big shakeup over there.
Yeah.
And I wonder what's going to come out of it long term. So we'll talk about that a little bit more in just a minute. Let's see, what else do we have here? MSC has announced they're doing something very, very unique. No one else in the industry is doing this. This is very, very unique. In fact, I am going to copy a link into the chat, everybody. This is very interesting. And what is more interesting than just a link is I actually watched this video that I just put in there. I watched this video like 2 or 3 days before this news story came out.
You did. And when the story came out, we're like,
oh my God. So the story is this. They are adding robots, a robotic humanoid, and a robotic dog to their ships.
Yeah.
Right now, they're actually testing it on the Bellissima and the Magnifica.
Okay.
And essentially, once the test is done, they're going to add it to their fleet. They didn't say how many ships. Now, the robots, respectfully, are going to be mostly for mere entertainment.
Of course.
They're not really going to be serving anybody at this point or all that stuff, but they're going to be part of the parades. They're actually going to do some meet and greets and stuff. They're fully autonomous.
Yes. They're incredible.
They are self-aware, if you will, thinking, reacting robots. That video link that I put in there, that's like an intro to some festival, I think, over in China.
Yeah.
And the robots that you see in that video, if you go and watch it, are the same robots that MSC is bringing onto the ships.
I think that is so cool.
I'm not sure what to think. Again, this is why I wanted to talk about it, because I want your feedback as well. Because look, this could just be the start of things to go into the future, right? These robots, they're respectfully self-aware. They're learning. They can pick up things. They can move things.
They certainly
They can serve people.
They could.
They could clean cabins, right? You see where I'm going with this, right? At some point in time, do robots replace some of the crew on board ships?
I don't know. But for the entertainment value, it is really cool to see. It really is.
I agree for the entertainment value, but I
know where you're going with that.
Right?
I know where you're. Well, at least then we wouldn't have to worry about the whole gratuity above.
Yeah, we're gonna pay the robots. Here you go, buddy. Go get some oil.
Problem solved.
We'll just raise the price of the cruise $150.
I think we're getting a little ahead of ourselves here.
Well, no, but just
No, I know. I understand.
We put a video out a little while ago, or we did a special video just about the status of the cruise industry, and I found some very interesting correlations to where the cruise industry is now to where sort of Las Vegas is.
Yes.
We've talked about this a little bit before, but we've since released that video. And I'm surprised at some of the reaction from that video. People think I'm out of my mind. And I'm like, the similarities are they're scary close.
Yeah.
And again, we that video, if you want to see it, I don't want to talk about it too much here, but that video, it's on our channel. But it's there's a potential that the cruise line is heading down a very dark path.
It could be.
Right? And that's what's happening to Vegas. Again, I think we did talk about this a little bit, but Vegas is having some troubles. There are going to be some major casinos that may have to close.
Yeah.
They're priced themselves out of the market. It's like $10 for a bottle of water, right? People go there and they're expecting a certain thing, and they get there and they realize exactly how expensive everything is now.
It's not what it used to be.
It is not what it
No.
used to be. All the nice major attractions that used to be out there, they're all gone. Everything is behind a paywall, and that's kind of what the cruise lines have started to do.
How many times do we say cruising is not what it used to be prior to
No,
COVID?
no.
We've said that over and over again. It's
So,
not the same.
but to me, that ties in. This is sort of a strange introduction with the robots, right?
Right.
Okay, it's currently for entertainment value, but how long does it stay entertainment value? Because AI and robotics, they are leaps and bounds moving forward.
Oh yeah.
Not just, incremental. It is astronomical. Again, if you watch that video, leave a comment in the chat if you're with us live, if you sort of stepped away for a moment to watch it or watch it on the screen. I want to know what you think of those robots. I mean, they're doing everything.
Yeah.
They're doing, if you put skin on them and clothes, you would have thought they're a person.
I would agree at a distance. Yeah.
They're
You totally would think so.
they don't move like a robot would, if you will, that we think about how robots look.
Yeah.
Anyway, we just want to know. Danny's like, ship pet without the poop.
Yeah.
Right. Like Royal Caribbean's got real dogs on a few of
Yes.
their ships.
Yes.
Yeah, they now have their own dog, but it's robotic. Recruiter's like, no gratuities. Yeah, right. They'll be called robotuities.
Oh yeah, there you go. That's a good one.
We're paying for their upkeep.
Yeah.
Their replacement servos.
Right.
Anyway, yeah. I don't know. I just, look, 20, 25, 30 years from now, is this the introduction?
I don't know. Maybe
Is your bartender going to be a robot? And again, I'm not talking about those robots the arms from Royal Caribbean.
Yeah.
I'm talking about a humanoid-looking robot that's behind the counter that can do whatever it is that you want from a cocktail standpoint.
Literally walk around.
Yeah. Just,
Pick
I don't
things
know.
up.
They don't need breaks. They don't
No.
eat food.
No.
I'm just, y'all gonna think I'm crazy, but at some time, 20 years from now, you'll come back and watch this and you'll be like, man, was he forethinking or what? Is that man Nostradamus? No, I'm not. I'm looking at the trends and just thinking out loud. Don't know what you guys think. All right.
Well, AI in robotics has definitely come a long way, without a doubt.
Yes, it has. All right. Well, on to the next story. Norovirus.
Here we go again.
It's hard to go through the winter season without hearing about norovirus. This is actually the third outbreak so far this year.
Oh no.
2 of them have been on Holland America ships.
Oh my goodness.
It seems that Holland America ships every season have more outbreaks of norovirus than other cruise lines out there.
That way, doesn't it?
All you guys wash your hands.
Yeah,
Please wash your hands. We actually I think it was last week or a week or so, we released a specific video just talking about norovirus, how it affects you, how to keep from getting it. It talks about it, being regards to the cruise industry. But norovirus is not a cruise ship virus, guys.
It is not.
It is not. In fact, being on a cruise ship is the least place you are likely to get the virus. In fact, in this case, the news story is about the Westerdam. The Westerdam's on a 28-day cruise over in the Asian market, and they are halfway through. They pulled into Hong Kong, and the equivalent of the CDC boarded the ship, the officials, and they were going through everything. But here's what I find interesting about the story, and it's something I talk about in that video that we did specifically about norovirus. It started the day the day after the cruise left. Now, norovirus has an incubation period.
It does.
So that means whoever had it brought it onto the ship.
Mm-hmm.
And day one, when you get on a ship, it is chaotic.
It is.
Everybody's using the elevators. Everybody's doing this. Not everybody's spread out like they do normally.
Mm-hmm.
And so everybody's really a lot of the same place at the same time.
Yeah.
They're trying to find their rhythm. And so it got passed around. Now, it wasn't a major outbreak. 3%, a total of 76 people, I believe it is, 76 people. 3% of it is passengers, 1% is crew. So it's 65 guests, 11 crew members. Okay. But it hasn't happened all at once. They're 2 weeks into their 4-week sailing. And currently, as of the time of the reporting, there were only 3 people still feeling the effects of it once the officials from China boarded the ship. And so again, it's not a cruise ship virus.
It's not.
It is something that happened in this case, brought on to the ship.
It's just easy to track it on a cruise ship because everybody's there.
But in short, norovirus is spread through contaminated hands. Okay, you have gone to the restroom and not washed your hands. That is how norovirus starts. Literally going to the restroom and not washing your hands. You then go touch something with that hand that has not been cleaned. Someone comes behind and ends up touching the same surface, like an elevator button or
handrails
or something like that, right? And then that person now has the norovirus.
Yep.
It is only contracted through touching a contaminated surface. It's not floating around in the air. It is only contracted from touching a
and then touching
surface.
your face.
And then touching your face. We touch our face. What is it? An average of 60 times an hour?
A lot.
Without even knowing.
A lot.
So to prevent it, all you have to do is wash your hands.
Yep.
Wash your hands. So
a little soap and water.
there you go. Wash your hands. Wash your hands. Okay, let's get back to NCL.
Okay.
And part of the shakeup that's been going on over there. Interpol arrested a former NCL executive.
Oh my.
His name's Tom Markwell, and they found him, and the reason why it's Interpol, they found him in Argentina.
Oh my.
He served as a senior director of events for NCL for 4 or 5 years, 4 years, from 2019 to 2023. And during that time, he stole, whatever word you want to use, with a little over $2 million.
Wow.
And so the way the scam was working is in his position, senior director of events, was based upon the events, invoices would be created for vendors that are providing services.
Okay.
So what he and some accomplices, which were not named, created a fake company and wrote invoices to the fake company. And they wrote them for typically dollar amounts that would not
flag attention
at all, right? Not raise the red flag.
Gotcha.
And once or twice, he actually ended up sending money to his girlfriend's account.
Oh my.
A substantial amount.
No.
I mean, substantial amount for any of us, but in the context of a large event, they're small dollars. Okay, but one of the dollar amounts was like he once transferred, I think, like $85,000 to his girlfriend.
Oh my goodness!
Right, through one of these invoices. So he has been caught. He is probably by now been extradited back here to the U.S. for prosecution, and he's going to serve a lot of time.
Oh, I bet he will.
Because there's multiple counts of multiple things from mail fraud, a few other things.
Oh my goodness!
But that's all part of the shakeup going on over there. That they've figured some of these things out.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to be paying attention to NCL to see, how they're tightening their belts, how they're looking at everything overall, because the management at the top is new, and there's been some other people moaning and groaning about the operations and the board of directors and a whole bunch of things. And I really think that they're going to come out on top of this thing and have a new look, if you will.
Yeah.
I don't mean a new look, but sort of moving forward, looking and feeling a little different. And I thought that may have started with the drink package, where they've sort of backed up a little bit. I'm not sure if I don't think I put it in the news, but there's another thing going on about their dress code in the dining rooms. They sort of, hey, it's more relaxed out here, but they didn't really quantify or describe or give any real clear definitions of what does that really mean for dressing. Can we show up in shorts and t-shirts and bathing suits, this, that, or whatever? I mean, the answer is no. They sort of did come back and define that a little bit more. Bathing suits and flip-flops are still not allowed in the dining rooms. Because here's the thing when it comes to rules like this. One, it's got to be enforced. Whatever the rule is, whatever the guidelines are, and whatever cruise line it is. And we talk about this a lot. You guys have these guidelines. For gosh sakes, just adhere to them and enforce them.
Right.
But the other thing is, they do have to be clearly defined, because the way that it read, with, and again, I didn't pull this up, the way that I forget how it originally read, but it reads now that your vacation style should feel completely you. We simply ask that attire feels put together and suited to the setting. To the setting.
Okay.
Okay. Shirts and footwear required, graphics respectful, and styles that offer appropriate coverage for a dining environment. Swimwear should be saved for the pool, and extremely short shorts for other activities. Beyond that, style it your way. Now, even with that, that is so subjective, because what I feel might be offensive
It might
may,
not be offensive to somebody else.
right, or
Yeah.
may be offensive to somebody, or what, vice versa,
Yeah.
right? You know, how short are short shorts? You know what I mean? They're
I hear a Nair commercial coming on.
are you not wanting to see cheek, or I mean, what? There really needs to be very clear definitions, because that is just a wide open whatever.
Yeah.
The only thing it just says is in there is bathing suits. That doesn't say anything about flip flops. But what I might feel appropriate is for a dining room might be completely different for the person next to me, and completely different for the person next to you.
Right.
And in the end, we've talked about this before. None of it matters to me. I'm going to have a great meal and a good time.
Mhm.
But if you're into a nice dining room, dress should be appropriate.
Should be.
So let's define the phrase appropriate and then adhere to it. But anyway, back to the arrest of Tom Markwell. We hope that it comes down, and all gets solved there. But we'd like to see whatever shakeup is going on over there work itself out, and they get themselves sort of on track with things going, and all these
Yeah.
things.
Did they just get a new CEO like a
They
month ago?
they did.
Yeah.
They
So
did.
there's definitely some stuff
Yeah.
going on over there.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's that.
Mm.
Here's another thing I find interesting. Let's Macrina, wash your nasty hands.
I love the word nasty.
I know. I just, guys, you don't want norovirus. Wash your nasty hands. Thank you, Macrina. Macrina says, wash your nasty hands.
I love it.
Well said.
Yes, definitely.
So, back to Carnival. Carnival also has done something very interesting. And again, speaking of defined, there's still a little ambiguity with this. But they have created something called the digital lottery.
Okay. You're going to have to explain that one to me. I haven't heard that one.
I'm going to do my best.
Okay.
So, when you're on the ship and you're using the app and it's connected through the ship's Wi Fi, you can purchase digital lottery tickets.
Really?
Now, the lottery, the ticket, it's an instant. It's not a scratch off, it's an instant. The max prize, the winning prize, is $1 million.
What?
$1 million.
And how often are they giving that away? Do we know?
Uh,
Once a year?
n- n- I, you know, I forget.
Here I go again with the tough questions.
Would you stop doing that to me?
I'm just curious.
It
I want to know what my odds are.
it being digital, your odds suck.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I-
My odds would suck regardless.
The answer, by the way, is every day. Every single day,
They're giving away $1 million.
$1 million to one person playing the lottery.
Really?
Yes.
Well, it says a chance to win
A chance to win $1 million
$1 million
every day.
every day.
Yep. Chance to win $1 million every day.
I don't think that means they're giving it away every day. I think that means you just have a chance to win.
So we'll again, we're gonna.
This is like, lottery, like a
Fro-
roll of lottery tickets,
Here's right from Carnival's website.
Okay.
The Carnival Millions, okay? The digital lottery that gives you a chance to win $1 million. Win daily draws across the Carnival fleet. You can turn your dream vacation into a life-changing win and be the next Carnival millionaire. Get into the action right on your mobile phone through the Carnival Hub app under Casino. And that's all that's there.
Okay.
So we get back to ambiguity. Is it $1 million every day, or is that prize given out once a year? There are other prizes and smaller ones. That is not described either. So a lot of...
I think they probably just have assigned a certain number of tickets, and when you buy the tickets, that million pops up, and then you start over again. That would
I
be
don't...
my guess.
And,
I don't know.
and the cost of the tickets are not broadcast, not posted either.
Gotcha.
So no idea how much this costs.
Gotcha. Okay.
I don't know. Is
So
that just another way?
If anybody out there does this, if you're on a ship and you take advantage of this, let us know.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
like to know these things.
inquiring minds want to know.
Yeah. So is this a cool thing, or yet just another creative way for a money grab?
I don't know.
It's just another thing.
Yeah, it's just another thing.
I don't know. See, we're not the gambling type.
No, we're not.
So we don't buy lottery tickets here,
No,
like, on land.
no.
We would never do that anyway.
Very rarely go to the casino anyway. The only time I go to the casino is if I have, free play.
We give that right back to them in like 5 minutes.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's see what Bev says. Sounds like it should be on a t-shirt, right? EJ says, maybe, just maybe, all this talk that cruise companies are making will evaporate because the price of oil might just put some out of business with the debt load they have. This war could end many ships. Potentially. I don't let... Oil comes from a lot of places around the globe.
It does.
Not just the Middle East,
Mm-hmm.
and not just Iraq specifically.
Iran. Why do you keep saying
don't know.
Iraq?
That's what was going on when I was in the military, I guess. Iran. So I don't think the oil is going to be a major thing. I just don't.
It comes from
Yeah.
many different countries, and there's always going to be a supply somewhere that they can get access to, I would think.
Danny Mac says about the Carnival millions, and probably unregulated, which means never.
You might be right.
Jan McElveen says another money grab. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's possible.
It's like any lottery. Just because there is $1 million jackpot doesn't mean it will be won or ever drawn. Again, it's digital, and I don't know what the
They can
odds
set the
are.
odds.
Right? They can set the
odds.
Just like a slot machine.
Yeah.
They program the slot machines to pay out so much, so
amount
often.
of money. Yes.
And if that happens to break, then they just turn it off.
Yeah.
And reprogram it.
Yeah.
Right. So that's why I don't like gambling, because it's not really a gamble. It's controlled. You really don't have a lot of chances.
Yeah.
You have more chances at any sort of other thing like cards or roulette or something like that than you do at a slot machine. But that's just me. And playing something on your phone that I don't know. It's just not me. Anyway, we got 2 stories left, y'all. 2 stories left. Royal Caribbean, talked a little bit about them. And speaking of drink packages, they have made some alterations, and I find them also interesting alterations. So if you're purchasing the deluxe beverage package, the refreshment package, or the classic soda package up until March 15th, what has always happened is you get this souvenir cup.
Okay.
And part of those drink packages is soda. Obviously, the classic soda package is just soda, but the rest of the packages, soda's included. And they have, those self-serve soda machines.
Yes, that recognize
all around the ship.
The barcode or whatever on your cup.
It recognizes the cup.
Yes.
So you can't get anything out of that thing
without the cup.
Yes. Okay. All right. So for the deluxe beverage package and the refreshment beverage package, as of March 15th, they are no longer getting a cup for free. If they want that drink or that, you have to now buy the cup. It's $4.99.
On top of your beverage package.
It's not 4.99 a day. It's just 4.99, $5
So
for
you
the
buy
cup,
the cup and then
and
you're
then you
good
can have as much soda as you want.
with a beverage package. Or no, just
Yes, yes.
okay.
Follow me through this again.
Okay.
Okay. So there's 3 beverage packages, if you will.
Yes.
There's the deluxe beverage package, the refreshment package, and the classic soda package.
Yes.
Up until March 15th, so 2 weeks from now,
Mhm.
a cup has been included.
Yes.
So you can take that cup anytime you want and go to those self-serve soda machines and get any beverage that soda machine serves.
Yes.
It's part of the package. Okay. Now, starting March 15th, the deluxe beverage package and the refreshment package, you can still have soda, but you got to go to the bar to get it.
Okay.
If you want to, right?
If you want the self-service, you
if
have
you-
to buy the
if you
cup.
want the self-service, because here's the thing with the self-service,
Gotcha.
you can like create your own drink out of there.
You can.
You can have, a little Coke with strawberry in it or
Vanilla, orange, yes.
Yeah, all kinds of things, right?
Yes.
But you need to now buy the cup,
Gotcha.
and that's going to cost you another $5.
Gotcha. Okay.
Honey crap.
Yeah. Yeah.
I need to create a sound drop for that.
Yeah, you do. I think so.
Now, if you're getting the classic soda package, the cup will still be included because it's just a soda package.
Right.
I feel is, and honestly, I was just messing around. I don't think this is a money grab. This is a lot of people that are buying the deluxe beverage package and the refresh package. They don't actually want the soda. They want the alcohol.
Gotcha.
So they're giving away a lot of these cups for
nothing.
no
basically.
reason at all.
Gotcha.
And so they're dialing it back a little bit. So for those who actually really want it, okay, it's $5. That doesn't bother me. It seemed to bother a lot of people, though.
Well, yeah. I mean, people are used to getting stuff, and if you're not getting it anymore,
You're taking it back.
Yeah.
Right? So if I was just going to drink soda, I would just be getting the classic soda package anyway.
True.
And the cup will still be included with that. Now, only one cup. If you lose it, well, it's going to be $5 for another one.
Right.
So, but we talked about that whole self-serve soda thing anyway. It costs them virtually nothing per drink.
Yeah.
Now there's thousands of people on the ship, and so there's obviously a cost associated with it because it does add up.
Yes,
But
it does.
per drink, it's pennies.
It is.
It is pennies.
It is.
There
They're
are
getting a lot more money for it than what it actually cost.
yeah, just the $5 for the cup covers the cost of the cup and any drinks they can consume in 7 days. I promise you. Never mind the cost of the actual package itself. So yeah. Anyway, but yeah, they've dialed that. So, by the way, great to see you as well, EJ.
Yes.
Bev says cost savings. I that's what I would say because as we just mentioned, there's if you're going to get the drink package, it's because you want to drink alcohol.
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
Now you may get a soda every once in a while.
Yeah.
But for the every once in a while, you just go to the bar and get
Yeah.
a can or get the fountain or whatever it is. You get there, that's fine. But for the kids, if you will, the younger ones that are more drinking this soda, and they were just going to get the classic soda package anyway. So
that makes sense.
I think this is probably a good. Personally, I think it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Myself,
I think it's cost savings.
Yeah,
I agree. Yeah.
this one is cost savings.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, last in the news this week, guys, we'll talk about Carnival one more time. The Carnival Sunrise this time. And another lawsuit.
Oh my.
It's like there's been like three or four
On the
lawsuits.
Sunrise?
No.
Or just Carnival?
In general
Okay.
in the past 2 or 3 weeks.
Okay.
This one is because allegedly 3 folks, all related, get onto a tender to go to Private Island. And, well, there were some rough seas.
Okay.
And allegedly causing them some injuries.
Mm.
Again, allegedly major injuries.
Mm.
Brain trauma and a whole
Oh yeah.
other.
Yeah, that's pretty major.
And so a lawsuit has been filed with a demand for a jury trial.
Oh.
I'm going to continue to follow the story to see what happens when the judge gets it, if they throw it out or they let it go or whatever.
Right.
But essentially, they're blaming the cruise line. This is one of those you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. You know, if
Right.
there's bad weather and they don't let you get off the ship to go to the island,
They get
people
sued for
bitch
that.
and moan and groan and complain.
Yeah.
Right? You know, and if they do, and now there's rough seas and they have a problem with it, now they're getting sued for that. So what I find interesting is it's not one of the carnival tenders. It's not one of the lifeboats that get lowered. They're there. The tenders are there. A lot of tender operations are not operated by the cruise lines.
Exactly.
They're operated by a third party.
Yeah.
And in this case, if I understanding the situation correctly, it's a third party.
Oh my goodness.
But Carnival's got the deeper pockets, and they're the ones that hired them, so of course it's their fault.
Mm.
But they're claiming that the captain of this vessel didn't know what he was doing, and that the vessel itself was unsafe. And for anybody that's ever been on a tender before, you know there's pretty much benches, and the benches are bolted down to the ship.
Yes.
Sometimes welded, sometimes these are bolted.
Yeah.
And
They're not moving.
They're not moving.
Mm-mm.
Well, in this case, they said, and could be true. I don't know, right? That's why we say the word allegedly, because we don't know. We weren't there, okay? And there are no pictures posted, no video, none of that stuff, so you can't see. But allegedly, the bench they were sitting on came loose.
Oh my goodness.
And one of them underneath it, and the brain trauma. One's got a knee problem, and just, they all
goodness.
are claiming major problems.
Mm.
But what I find interesting, they're only suing for $75,000 a piece, which for brain trauma seems a little on the light side.
Seems a lot on the light side for brain trauma.
Yeah. So, just another
let's
lawsuit
go
for
to that one.
yeah.
Yeah, my goodness.
Previously, we talked about the lawsuit because of ribbons on the floor.
Yeah. And they wanted a lot more than 75,000, I think.
Yeah, and then the other one was they got hurt on Flow Rider.
Yeah.
There was another one. I just don't remember what the other one was.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, lawsuits. Now look, they may be truly hurt, which the story also reads that when they got back to the ship and they were diagnosed by the ship's physicians,
Mm-hmm.
they, I don't want to use the word misdiagnosed, but downplayed the injury.
Gotcha.
It reads, injury sustained. They also, the cruise lines said that they were going to follow up with them. They haven't done that yet. So, the medical staff told these folks that the injuries were not serious, and if you will, and it required minimal treatment while they were on the ship.
Mm.
So anyway, again, we're just going to follow these things and see what happens and bring them to you to find out, because I just find it, I don't know. If there was video of it, I would, say, well, okay, well, there you go. The ship was tossing around this, that, but we all know a cruise line is not going to let guests off the big ship onto the little ship if the seas are rough.
Right.
For this exact reason. They don't want you to get hurt, not because of a lawsuit, because they care for their customers. They don't want you to get hurt.
Right.
And, we all know these none of these tenders and even lifeboats, they don't have seat belts.
No, they don't.
You're not buckling in.
And a lot of times it is very rocky.
It can be.
Yeah.
It can be. So, we hope that their injuries are not critical, if you will.
Right.
And they're not affected for life, right? We wish nobody ill will.
No, thoughts and prayers for
Yes. We just
recovery.
We just think that this is not from the cruise line stand, but it's another McDonald's coffee case, I think.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know. What do y'all think? So
Yeah.
leave it in the chat or leave it in the comments. EJ says, yeah, good luck with that.
Mm.
I agree 100%. Anyway, well, that is it for the news this week.
All right.
All right, so we'll see you on another episode. We appreciate y'all being here. Ciao. All right, everybody. There we go. So
that ends the podcast.
That ends the podcast. Right? We appreciate that. Yeah. And I haven't changed the graphics up here yet, but we now broadcast in so many different places. We have We are putting our podcast up on, I think, 3 different, from Spotify to Apple Music, just all kinds of places, plus everywhere else. So you can find us anywhere just by searching for Tall Man's Cruise Adventures, right? If you haven't done so, if you are new around here, do us a huge favor. Hit that thumbs up button. Consider subscribing to the channel. Both are free to you. It costs you absolutely nothing, and it really does help out the channel.
It does.
And Lisa and I would sincerely appreciate it from the bottom of your heart. For those who are with us that have been with us a long time, they will tell you we truly love each
Thank
and every one of
you.
you.
We do.
We do this for the love. So anyway, outside of that, we do have a Facebook group. This is also free. We post different things on the Facebook group than we do here on YouTube. So consider going there. It is a private group. Okay, so you do have to answer 2 questions to get in. If you don't answer the questions, it's going to decline you. It's just automatically, it just declines you. So the 2 questions: what was your very first cruise? Just put it in there. If you've never been on a cruise yet, then just put in the word money grab. They'll take that.
Perfect.
That's this week's.
Love it.
Or lawsuit. That would be fine too.
Either one of those will be perfect for the word of the week.
Yeah, right. And the second question is just adhering to the group rules, which is simply just no spamming and be nice. Okay. Group is there. Post your pictures of your cruises up there. Just
Yes,
be
please
nice.
do. We want to see.
Yeah.
We want to see you guys having fun too.
Yep. And of course, if you look to the right of Lisa or her left, my right, we have an event cruise coming up. You guys definitely want to come on our event cruise. If you don't know what I'm talking about, here's a little info. Here's what people have to say about the 2025 event cruise.
Over the top.
Fantastic. Fun.
One of a kind.
Exciting.
A must try.
Fantastic.
Awesome.
Breakthrough.
Don't miss out on all the fun on the 2026 event cruise. You're not going to want to miss it. Join us. Well, there you go. Just in case that went too fast and you didn't get it, there is the email for going on the group cruise. We are not travel agents. And so we didn't put this together to do bookings and stuff off you. We just want to hang out. And now, if you were really paying attention to that, we do throw a party. This isn't just about hanging out. We do giveaways, cash prizes, other types of prizes. I have all kinds of events planned, just like we did for the 2025 group cruise. It is an absolute blast. For those who are with us in the chat right now, they will tell you how much fun and how much work that Lisa and I put into the event, and just you guys definitely want to come. If you do, send me an email, tallmanscruiseadventures@gmail.com, and I will forward you Kathy's information. Kathy is the travel agent that we're using to put this together. We have used her and the agency, Chris, for decades, okay? And they are taking care of this for us. It is, again, on the MSC Seascape out of Port, I almost said Port Canaveral, out of Galveston on November 8th. So we would love to have you. We have a couple of cabins left in the initial group of cabins that we got. I will gladly send you the prices first if you want. If you go to the Facebook group, the prices are posted there for what the cabins are. But there is only one rule. Right, Tuesday? You must book into the group to attend the group functions.
Mhm.
Okay, you can't take a casino offer. You can't do any of the other things. If you've never been on MFC, by the way, they status match. So if you like, platinum or diamond or whatever, or on any other cruise line, they will status match you. Okay, but the reason why we have that rule is simply this: for us to put on these events, we need space. They will only give us space based upon how many cabins are part of the group, and so we need everybody booked into the group. And that is why. So there you go. So Tuesday, thank you. We love you. We
Yes,
really do.
we do. Thank you.
We can't wait to hang out with you this year.
No.
So anyway, one more time, there's the email again. tallmanscruiseavengers@gmail.com. Just send us an email. We'd like to see you November 8th. It'd be a fantastic time.
Absolutely.
Okay, so here we are. Again, if I missed saying hello to you guys when you came in, we apologize. I know Carol came in. Hello, Carol. EJ then came in. He's been commenting, so I've been mentioning his name. I think I saw Dr. Cherie pop in there too.
I
Hello,
did
Dr.
too.
Cherie. Good to see you
Yeah.
as well. Again, and everybody else, right? By the way, here's something else I wouldn't mind starting to do. If you have a birthday coming up,
Oh, yeah.
or someone in your family, and you'd like us to do a shout out, send us an email.
Yes.
Again, tallmanscruiseadventures@gmail.com. When we do our broadcast, if your birthday is during the week when we're doing the broadcast, we'll give a shout out to you as well as whoever in your family. As I told you, we love each and every one of you. You are part of our family, which is the Tall Man Clan, and we want to celebrate you. So let's start doing that.
I like it.
EJ says, stay well. Thank you. Yeah. Sorry I'm so late. Don't worry about it, Gina. Good to see you. We love you all too. Yes, of course we do. Thanks for your time. No, EJ, we love it. Speaking of which, for those who've been around for a long time, normally we broadcast on Sunday. We talked about this last time. We'll say this again for those who missed it. We've had to have a career change, unfortunately. And what we have been doing before, this gave us a lot more freedom and a lot more time. That went south. It went down to the deep bottom of the sea with the Titanic. It is gone. So we've had to get a new job. And we are on the road again, which is why we're back in Tall Man Mobile and not in our studio that we spent so stinking much money on. We're back in Tall Man Mobile. And we are on the road. Unfortunately, our schedule is not predetermined. And every day is a different experience. And so our Sunday broadcasts may not always be on Sunday anymore.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's probably going to be shifted to Monday, Tuesday.
I don't know.
But
it is.
We're not entirely
We
sure.
never know what we're doing day to day. And even throughout the day, our day changes.
Yes.
This is not a bad thing. It is
it's
a
not.
thing. It is a bad thing trying to schedule and
It makes it really challenging.
and prepare to do a show. So, yes.
So we're doing our best.
Karina says SS Robotronics, right? Event cruise, whoop whoop. Fantastic. A must try. Potato party. Then he says, it was fun and they put a lot of work in. We did.
Thanks.
And how many steps we took? You guys took a lot of steps.
Y'all did take a lot of steps.
Macrina's like, I still have blisters. Macrina's like, the fun people are already booked. That's not true. I mean, a lot of the fun people are already booked. There's a lot of fun people out there that haven't joined the event cruise yet. So, oh my gosh. Guys, the bigger the group, the more fun we're going to have.
For
it's
sure.
just that simple. We want to turn this into truly a major event. We want to eventually start bringing on our own entertainment and different things like that. But that requires a lot of participation from you guys.
Yes.
Right? Because that comes with quite an expense to bring on your own entertainment. And she's like, Elaine gave us a funny little smile with I think it's is that the tongue out? I don't know what it is. All right, everybody. Again, if you're new around here, something else we always do when we're live, we have snack time.
You know what our snack is.
It is snack time. Everybody, go grab your snack and get ready to tell us what you're eating. Snack time. A little music for you.
it's no use working 9 to 5. If you want more than to stay alive, so come on over, we can make it through. Take my hand, I know just what to do. On the beat, keep dancing through the night. Stay up until the morning light, the morning light. Oh, so come on over, we can make it through. Take my hand, I know just what to do. On the beat, keep dancing through the night. Stay up until the morning light, the morning light. Oh, the morning light. Oh, I just wanna be your Superman. Come fly with me, just take my hand. And now that we are cruising in mid-flight, you better watch out for the kryptonite. So come on over, we can make it through, make it through. Take my hand, I know just what to do, just what to do. On the beat, keep dancing through the night, we're dancing. Stay up until the morning light, the morning light. Oh.
There you go, everybody. Snack time. This week brought to you by popcorn. Brought to you every week by popcorn. What did you guys have for your snack tonight?
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
find out. McCrina's like, ugh, no more snacks. Just had dark chocolate Toblerone. stuffed. Ooh, yes.
Yummy.
That was like the morning light. That's a picture of the morning light.
Nice.
Ooh, Elaine's like, ooh, tuberone.
Pronounce that. I've never
Tuber
been.
one.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I've
She's
never
like,
been able to pronounce
yum
it.
yum.
Yeah, they are good.
I like me some chocolate. You know, I should have had a brownie for snack time today.
Oh.
We got some brownies.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. How's the weather going? We've got some snow just above us. No,
Yeah.
I don't mean like literally above the RV, Tall Man Mobile here, but just a little bit north of us. So a little bit cooler than we're used to.
It is. Yeah.
So we are praying for no snow in the weeks to come. This RV is not meant for snow.
No, it's not.
No, so yeah. Anyway, everybody's loving the music. Carol had some trail mix tonight.
Yum.
God, I love me some trail mix.
I like the sweet and salty kind.
Yeah, I just like the straight trail mix one with like the little M&Ms in there and stuff. Just
Yeah.
the almonds and the nuts and a little bit of chocolate in there.
Peanuts. It's
Yeah,
sweet and
peanuts.
salty. Mm.
Well, sweet and salty is a little bit different than the normal trail mix.
You think?
Yeah, I think so.
Mm.
She's always sweet and salty.
Always. You never know which one you're gonna get though. Am I gonna be
Sometimes-
sweet or am I gonna be salty?
Sometimes a little more salty.
Sometimes.
A lot of you. But that's okay. I can be just as salty.
Yep.
I can. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome. We appreciate y'all being here. If you're missed, we've been on now for a little over an hour. We talked about the news sort of up in the front of the show. All kinds of news stories going on, lawsuits and dress codes and drink package problems and Interpol arrests of
Right?
old
I'm
executives,
telling you, man.
robots coming into the industry,
Yeah.
and
All kinds of fun stuff.
I think one of the more impactful things, though, truly is what's going on over in the Middle East with the attacks there on Iran. There are 6 ships that are sort of caught up in this, 6 cruise ships that are literally stuck in the ports they were in when the attacks started. They cannot leave the ports. They cannot get out of the region because to get out of the Middle East region, you have to transit through the Strait of Hormuz, which is right there. They could be easily attacked, whether on purpose or on accident. So the 6 ships that are currently affected, and to be honest, probably the only 6 ships that will be affected in the cruise industry because, of course, nobody's going there.
Oh, yeah. Everybody's avoiding it now.
But the MSC Eurybia from TUI Cruises, the Mein Schiff 4 and Mein Schiff 5. Celestial Cruises have 2 ships there as well, the Celestial Journey and Discovery. And Arroyo Cruises, which is a small cruise line, they only have 1 ship. They are a Middle East-based cruise line, the Arroyo Manara. That the Eurybia is stuck in Dubai, the Mein Schiff 4 in Abu Dhabi, Mein Schiff 5 in Doha, along with the Journey. The Celestial Journey is also in Doha, and the Celestial Discovery and the Arroyo Manara are also in Dubai. So everybody is on the ship. They have been instructed to stay away from the windows and things, I guess. I do know that Iran had launched a drone, a missile attack on the port in Abu Dhabi. A couple missiles hit. It's called Port Zayed, and that's actually where the Mineship 4 is. And so there is actually video of that. So we do hope everybody stays safe. They can figure out how they can't fly.
No,
The airports are shut down.
airports are shut
Or
down
if
as
they're
well.
not shut down, just from a safety standpoint, you just can't fly.
Yeah.
'cause, things are just not good. So
Yeah.
in our previous broadcast, we'd actually talked about the crap that was going on in Mexico in
Mhm.
Puerto Vallarta. That
Yeah.
has sort of calmed down. Ships have returned, so that's good.
Yeah.
Mama Mac, Jan Mac, she had popcorn.
Nice.
Mama Tallman says 80s tomorrow. It's actually gonna be warm tomorrow.
It is.
It's just the nighttime temperatures have been cool, but they're getting warmer now too, which is fantastic.
Yeah, our high today was what, 65?
Today was because it was raining most of the day. Because that storm that's going through that is part of ice and snow just above us.
Yeah.
We just got rain, so it's just kind of cloudy. In fact, it was sprinkling just before the broadcast. But
Yeah, it was.
our lows, which again are fantastic for the next the next 10 days here. They're like tonight it's supposed to be I think like 48, which is great, right? But then we get into the 50s and then up into the 60s and back to 50s, back to 60s. But the highs are also great, 70s and 80s. So we just it's talking to the people that live in the area. They can sometimes get snow up through late March into the beginning of April.
Yeah.
Those freak last minute storms or late season storms.
Yes.
We're just hoping not to have one of those.
Yeah, because our RV does not do well in the cold.
No, neither do we.
No, we don't.
We'd rather be on a cruise ship. But,
Without a doubt.
we are here in Tennessee, live from Tennessee.
Yes.
Macrina says, I brought back the warmth from Florida and it's been 60 or so last week. Oh, that's great.
Ooh, nice.
Bev says she woke up to an inch of snow yesterday and it all melted 22 degrees today.
Oh, wow.
Elaine says 80 degrees in Texas. Great, but expecting rain Wednesday through the end of the week. Yeah, so are we. Rain through the end of the week. So whatever storm system you're getting, we're going to be affected by that. But it's rain. I think a lot of places in the country can use a little bit of rain, right? There's a lot of places in drought. I know Florida. There's a lot of drought in Florida.
A lot of drought in Florida, yeah.
Yep. Bev now says we're expecting rain through the week. Okay, rain's fine. Always have a passport when you sail. Just never know. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Always.
Totally agree.
Of course, I would like to think, well, I not like to think, but I'm going to make a general assumption that, a lot of the people that are on the ships now over there in the Middle East are people that flew there from other regions. So they all have passports. So it's not about being stuck and can't get out because you don't have a passport. They're there stuck just for safety reasons because they get off the ship and get on a plane, they could be shot down, right? The ships can't leave because if they get out into the ocean and try to go through the straits, they could be struck with a missile, right? And so the safest place, which is why they're there, and they've canceled all the upcoming cruises. At least they're going to do 1 week at a time, if you will, or one cruise at a time, is where they're at.
Exactly.
Right. And just watch.
Yeah.
And it's a wait and see right now.
It is.
It's a wait and see. And so hopefully this will solve itself out sooner than later, and that that region can heal itself and move forward.
Yes.
Right. So
yes.
Anyway, that's our thoughts on that.
Mm-hmm.
So as we mentioned, next week we're going to try to go on Sundays. That's our goal. Right. So set your calendars, but we will always put notice up in Facebook. Sometimes we get the notices out ahead of time. Sometimes it's a little later.
Yeah, maybe an hour notice.
Yeah. It's all based upon schedule.
It is.
And so if we can get them out, we do put it up in our Facebook group there. So be part of the Facebook group. Answer the questions and get in. All right. If anybody else has any other questions for us while we're here, please let us know. Because if not, we're going to
we're going to go eat
here.
burritos.
Is it burrito tonight?
It's burritos tonight.
We're having Mexican food tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. We love Mexican night. Yeah, I see. Oh yeah, I see the beans out there. Yeah, yeah.
Oh
Hey,
yeah, I'm
paying
getting
attention.
ready. I was getting
Nice.
ready.
Just one burrito. No,
Okay.
just one.
Well, that's all I usually give you. Just,
Oh,
you know.
last time we had two, I was like, oh my god, you're trying to turn me into Santa Claus. I am not Tim Allen.
Well, I wasn't going to leave just one burrito.
Oh,
Somebody had to eat it.
have it the next time. Oh, that's all right. Well, nobody has anything else to say,
Okay.
so I'm just tired of y'all.
Never.
You know the drill, everybody. We don't have to go home, but we do have to get the out of here. Peace.